Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5. Now over the past week we got the premiere for Arrow Season 5 with the first episode entitled Legacy. Overall, this episode was a great start for Season 5 and I hope it can keep it up. At the conclusion of this first episode, we were given the pretty awesome introduction of the big bad, or main villain for this season, who was Prometheus. They don't actually say the name Prometheus in this episode, but if you had seen the Comic-Con panel for Arrow Season 5, or read any material like media material leading up to the beginning of this season, then you would have heard them say that this is Prometheus. Now, unlike a lot of comic book villains who have alter egos such as Eobard Thawne, who is the Reverse Flash, or say like Slade Wilson, who is Deathstroke, Prometheus does not have an alter ego in the comics, which us, the viewers, can keep our eyes and ears out for on the show. However, it is important to know that they have said that this isn't the Prometheus from the Justice League comics, which is pretty obvious when you compare the appearance of the two characters, but this doesn't mean they won't take inspirations from his origins in like a rough sort of way. But Prometheus won't be unknown this season. He will have a face under the mask and a name to match that face as well. But who is it? You may think it is way too early to be theorizing or trying to pick out who is under the mask of Prometheus, which I do agree with, but I did want to make a bonus video on Arrow and also get predictions from everyone watching this video on who you think Prometheus will end up being. So let me know in the comments section below who you think Prometheus will end up being throughout this season. Now, my initial prediction, based off what we have seen on the show, on who Prometheus could possibly be, is a new character we actually met in episode 1, and that is Detective Malone, who is also Felicity's new boyfriend. We do only see Detective Malone in 2 scenes in episode 1. Firstly, when he is at the crime scene where Tobias Church had punched that dude to death, and towards the end of the episode when, as I said before, we see Felicity go home and is greeted by Detective Malone. But how could 2 scenes, short ones as well, make me believe that Detective Malone is actually Prometheus? I don't necessarily 100% believe the theory, it is more of like a feeling or a hunch that I do have throughout watching these first couple of scenes in episode 1. And it seems that a lot of other people in the comment sections of my recent videos on Arrow seem to agree with my hunch as well. I didn't even mention it in the video and people were commenting it in the comment section, just like questioning whether Prometheus is this new boyfriend of Felicity's because he's just come out of nowhere. We see Prometheus kill Lieutenant Cunningham at the end of the episode, who was the cop in charge of the group that helped the Green Arrow rescue those hostages. Now, Quentin Lance, who's Laurel's dad, was the one that gave Ollie the folder on all these cops. So Cunningham, according to Lance, had an extraordinary clean record, and was even trained by Lance earlier on in his career as well. So you would have to think that this is the reason that he was killed by Prometheus, due to the fact that he was helping the Green Arrow. But how did Prometheus find out that Lieutenant Cunningham assisted Green Arrow? You would sort of think that someone in the police force would be the only one to know of this information, but not the corrupt side of the cops, because the group that helped the Green Arrow were the clean side. But possibly a detective might have been able to find this out, such as Detective Malone. And it's important to remember that he was killed outside the police station. He wasn't killed in his home or something like that. He was killed directly outside the police station. Also, the way in which they cut from Detective Malone and Felicity straight to Prometheus hunting down and murdering Lieutenant Cunningham can be seen as a pretty big hint. Shows tend to do that. They try to throw you off by going, oh, that's way too obvious. But then when you go and look back in retrospect, you're like, oh crap, like that was intentional. But I guess we will have to wait and see who Prometheus's next victims are, as they will help us put together the big puzzle and mystery that is Prometheus's identity. Because if he goes along and keeps killing cops, then we can think, okay, he's definitely got something against these people. It's probably because they're the ones helping Green Arrow. But if he just starts killing different people in different sections of society, then the mystery and the puzzle becomes much harder to put together. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave your opinions in the comment section below. Do you agree with my theory? Or who do you think Prometheus actually is? In before I see about 200 comments saying Tommy Merlin. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.